Hey everyone. So this video I'm making it because I've heard about some stuff on a Discord server that I'm on right now that is about getting LastCraft itself back and up and running. And I've heard that they've actually made a lot of progress in it, so it may come back. So I've decided to take the liberty of myself to make an overview on the game itself, as I've never really seen anyone talk about it much, except for a couple YouTube videos that briefly explain it in a couple of minutes. But this is a 30 minute long video, which will be going over some of the most biggest parts that I've always wanted to go over. So, LastCraft, if you didn't know, it was a post-apocalyptic MMORPG mobile game that was released back in July 19th of 2018 for iOS and Android by Cubic Games. It was aimed to have the RPG mechanics of Fallout, but with the looks of Minecraft. Now, it didn't really have many RPG mechanics in itself because there wasn't much uh, customization for your character. You could choose between your character because there was at least four options, but you couldn't really customize it outside of what clothes you put on it and what weapon you wield. Um, but it was aimed to have the looks of Minecraft with it as well as Cubic Games. Uh, their looks are basically based off Minecraft. Um, but the game was quite popular as it had 5 million downloads total before it got taken off of Google Play, but it had an unknown amount of players online at the same time. Now, if you ever want to play it, it'll eventually be released back on, but the Discord server, it'll be in the description. I'll be putting it in there. So, yeah, later in this video, I'll talk about it more though. But the game was confirmed abandoned on March 26, 2020 by the developers. Now, some of the community have tried to contact the developers, and they said some of them they didn't get back with them, but other developers actually did. But the most that they ever said was LastCraft Survival is no longer a project of the Cubic Games company, which is pretty sad because, this game was really famous. It garnered a huge community, and it had a lot of people loving and playing it. I really wished it was still back up personally, but the jackasses just decided to take it off permanently because I guess it just didn't get enough money immediately, even though in my opinion, it didn't have much in it. Its story itself, which is like a big part of, an RPG, it was all over the place and it didn't really make sense. Well, it was kind of like a child wrote it, but it also didn't have like much depth into it, and it didn't have really anything in it. It was about a couple of quests long. It would take you maybe 30 minutes tops to complete it. Um, but the story itself, it was decent in my opinion. The story, it starts with a saying made by Albert Einstein that goes, "I know not what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." After this fades, it goes to a picture with a family strolling through a park with the bottom text saying, "We were living a normal, peaceful life. We were having fun and did not worry about anything." After it fades again, it shows a couple more photos, but the last photo is the only important one, as it basically sets the stage for the game. Because it says, "But it looks like it's time to leave it. The father went out for supplies and never came back. I need to get out and search for him." And it cuts to the character selection screen, which after you select your character out of the four that would be available, you get a quest called Reconnaissance. I don't know how to pronounce the word right. Uh, Not really good with that kind of English. But after that, you are prompted from the quest to get the AK and some ammunition from a stash that is close to you. Now, once you get that, you will leave your bunker and there will be a couple enemies awaiting you. Now, after killing those couple enemies, you will be leaving through kind of just like a little wooden arch. And after you go through there, there will be two bandits waiting for you. Those two bandits were made to be really OP, and once you start fighting them, they will basically auto kill you. I mean, it takes them a couple hits to kill you, but they don't fully, just one tap you. But after that, you will get another two slides with the first one saying, "Beaten up but still alive. If I keep quiet, they may go away." And then the second slide says, boy, that was a close call. Now, for the third and final one, it'll be saying, oh, dangers are behind every corner. I need to make a weapon. After that, you will be waking up in the same exact location with a total of 3 quests in the area. The first one will prompt you to get some resources to make a weapon, which will be a little Fire X kind of looking thing, kind of like a hand hatchet. The resources for the hand hatchet will be right next to you in just a little crate that you can easily just pick up and then craft the hand hatchet. Now you're going to need the hand hatchet because your second quest is to get a shirt and pants from a crate that is inside of a shed. And that shed is guarded by a couple zombies, so you're going to need the hand hatchet to take care of them quickly. And after that, there will be a truck that once you go to, it'll give you the final slide in the whole game, but it'll give you third and final quest of the area saying, oh, you need to go find a car battery, basically. And then the car battery for it, it'll just be like right next to the truck. There's a little house nearby it, and once you go there, there will be about a couple zombies in the area, maybe like 2 or 3. And once you take care of them, you just go into the house, find the exact same crate that you've searched basically the previous 2 times, and you get uh, your back car battery. And once you go to the truck and put it in, you finally go out to the map. Now, after that, you'll be ending up in a destroyed settlement with a couple of NPCs running around. Now, first, you're gonna have to talk to the sheriff, which after having a quick talk with him, he'll give you like a couple quests to just go around and basically fix up all the buildings, and they're mostly just fetch quests. And one thing I do want to talk about is that you have to get a water chip for one of the buildings, which the water chip looks exactly like the water chip from Fallout 1. So I just wanted to say that because it's just a cool little thing I noticed since I played both of the games. So yeah. But after doing all that, you will be going to a diner location to meet a man named Clark and talk to him. He will then put you through a couple more fetch quests and just killing a couple enemies. So yeah, that was the original story that was made before update 1.3.8, which in update 1.3.8, it overhauled the entire game by making the story about you starting in a bunker instead of starting in your own personal shelter. And instead of fixing up buildings in the sheriff's settlement, you will be repairing workbenches in your own bunker. And since you start in a bunker, instead of bandits knocking you out and taking all your stuff, this time it's robots breaking into your bunker and killing and taking everyone. Now, one more thing about that update is that they added in a Vault Dweller suit, which was 100% copied from Fallout series. So I just want to say that. I'm surprised they didn't get a copyright infringement. I don't know if they bought rights or something, or if it was just because it was just off-brand or whatever. But yeah, I was really surprised to find out that they didn't get sued or anything for all that copyright that they basically did. But going on to the problem of the game, now it had a lot of potential. It just didn't put any of it to fruition. Some of these are power armor and laser rifles, which were meant to be craftable, but the main resource that they required for it, you could not obtain anywhere. Now, there was locations on the map that were grayed out, and if you were to click on them, it would say, "Oh, you need like a hazmat suit to get there," but there was no hazmat suit. They never added in a hazmat suit. Hell, the actual armor suit that they added in like after all the updates was a titanium suit that you had to buy, and you could not craft at all, which really sucks because they also did have a lot of art for potential characters that would make it into the game. I'm gonna put them up right now, but yeah, this is a video I found on like YouTube about it. Now, a lot of these look really cool. I really do wish some of them came into the game, but as they never finished anything on the game, they never finished any of the locations, so none of them saw the light of day. Now, one last problem was that there was also a lot of cheaters. The Cheaters would mainly reside in the arena mode. So, like, if you were trying to go into arena mode to farm little tags or whatever, you cannot because as soon as you walk out the front door of it, you would be getting your head blown off, which is stupid as fuck. But there was no moderation for the game. There was no updates coming out, so it was really easy for hackers to just. It was literally as easy as just going on a website, downloading the little application, and then boom, you're able to just have hacks in the game. That's how easy it was. But most of them, they never really went out of the arena. Some of them would go out to other players since the game did have slight like player to player contact outside of the arena. There was the chat and there was the fact that you could break blocks. Now, if they really wanted to, they could just break a bunch of blocks below you and kind of put you in a hole where you can't get out. So you'd have to leave and rejoin the game. Or they could just spam stuff into the chat. Now, I do know that that I did experience some like spam in the game of people putting in links to suspicious websites, but I never clicked on any of them. I never knew how to copy and paste, so I never actually gotten onto one of them. So lucky me, I was too dumb to actually get on it. But one last thing I want to talk about is the community. So a lot of the community is really nice. It's really small and really shrunk down to what it used to be, but a lot of them are really big fans of the game. They're actually going so far as to actually revive the game by getting the code from the game and rebuilding some servers so that people can go on and actually play on the game itself. Um, I'll be putting a link to the Discord and the Reddit that I originally came from about it. So yeah, um, if you want to like join the community, please do. There's not many people on it. I'm pretty sure there's like less than 100, but yeah, I don't expect this video to pop off much really, but if it does, I will be very surprised. And yeah, appreciate anyone who has actually watched this video, and I hope you guys have a good day.